Hey there, Tim, and anyone else from Bang Roofing that may be watching this video. My name is Ashley, and this is the video that I was talking about over on Facebook. So I'm really excited to be able to make this video for you guys here. If you're wondering why the heck I'm making it, ultimately what I plan on doing is going over your current website here, showing you the back end side of it, showing you how much business you're bringing into this website and how much business you're getting from this website each and every month. I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to show you your guys' competitors in the direct area of you guys, show you how much business they're getting from their websites, and show you how much more business you guys should be getting. And that's based on what you guys are already getting. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions at the end of this, please reach out. I'd love to talk some more. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. There's a lot of information that I want to go over. I'm really excited to be able to make this video, and yeah, I guess we can just take it from there. So first thing that I want to talk about is your guys' current website. Now, when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate that site, and to be able to cater to different types of people coming to your website. Now, what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they're not wanting to have to dig through your site to see what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in, if you're local to them or not, so on and so forth. So in every single one of our websites and what we call the header, we want to have all that information provided. So in your guys' current header, you guys have your service areas, which is great. But the problem with this, and a few things that I would recommend as far as this goes, is instead of having a service tab where you have to actually click on it, and you know what I figured out in doing some research before I started this video is 50% of the times this page actually comes up, and the other 50% it does not show up. So either way, what I'd recommend is having a drop-down menu with all the different service areas that you're willing to travel to. That way, somebody who don't know about you, somebody who's new to the area and don't know the streets, you know, they don't have to guess if you're local to them or not. It just takes the guesswork out. It makes your site that much more user-friendly, which having a user-friendly website is vital. Next thing is your services. I would definitely recommend having a service tab with a drop-down menu with all the different services that you have to offer. For the same reason, it makes your site that much more user-friendly. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is different ways that people are going to get a hold of you. So when somebody comes to your site, some people are just wanting to talk to you on the phone, and that's it. So they're wanting to click, call, and talk. Other people, it might be late. They might be at work still, or they might not just want to talk on the phone. So they might much rather fill out a form submission option. Well, as of right now, you do not have either of those options, so I would definitely recommend having them. What we find with high-ranking websites is in the high-ranking websites, we notice that they have those. And not only that, both of those options, click-to-call phone number and form submission, they're great for client conversions. So next thing that I want to talk about is your guys' content. Now, looking through your guys' content earlier, I saw that you guys have a little bit of content, which is definitely a start, but it's not enough to be considered an authority. So you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's not of any old content. That's professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So basically, what that means is if we were to decide to start working together, I would go do competitive keyword research, and based on that research, I'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business. We take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they take them and they strategically embed them throughout the content that they are writing about you, about the amazing services that you have to offer, so on and so forth. Now, those keywords, I'm going to show you some of them here in a little bit, but they are so very important because they're what people type in Google to find you and your services. So if you don't have those throughout your content as your headers, how is anybody supposed to know that you exist for those services, right? So we want to make sure that we have, you know, keyword rich, authoritative content. Now, if your guys' competitor has, let's say, 1,700 words of content, we now need to go get more content than them. Now, speaking of your competition, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your guys' direct competitors. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys, but let's pull them up real quick. So if we take a look at their site, you can see that they have, the click to call phone number. They have the form submission option right from the start. And then they obviously have more content than you guys, because that's one of the reasons they're currently outranking you. Now, these guys, again, do not have enough to be considered an authority, so that's great for us, because once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your content goes, we'll be beating them out, and I'm not worried about that. Yes, these guys have a nice site, so on and so forth, but they won't be hard to beat. Now, coming over here, I just want to break down Google for you a little bit based on this search that I did. So Google's broken down into 3 different sections, kind of like your website is broken down into different sections. So with Google, the first section that you see is the Google guaranteed ads. I'm not sure if you're aware of those, but basically Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage in terms of money. Now, if this was something that you are already running, we would take a look into those and make sure that you're actually benefiting from those. And if it's something that you were interested in or we see fit for you guys, then that's something we would talk about down the road, because we obviously want you making money, not losing money. So this next section is the Google My Business section, and basically to get in this area, it requires a few different things. It requires having citations, which is your business's name, address, phone number, listed across the web in different directories like Yelp, Angie's List, so on and so forth. But it also takes posting on your listing weekly, geotagged pictures, reviews. There's a lot that goes into this area here, but it's a very important section to be in, because just like when somebody comes to your website, they do different things. Same exact thing with Google. Some people come, they strictly go to the Google Guaranteed. Other people strictly come to the Google My Business, and other people strictly go to the organic, which I'll talk here in a minute about. Now, as you can see, you're currently not listed in this top 3, which is definitely a problem. You want to be in this top 3, sometimes top 4, or else you're missing out on all the business that directly comes here. So what we'd want to do to get you ranked in this area is we'd want to go find out all the different citations these guys have themselves listed in, go list you in all those on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your guys' competitors had to do, we have to do the same thing and then some, because we obviously want to beat out your competition. Now, just to show you what your listing looks like, and to show you that your listing definitely does need a little bit of optimization, this is your guys' current listing. You currently only have 2 Google reviews. You don't have any pictures listed on here. Your services aren't listed out. This just is not professionally filled out, which definitely isn't that much of a problem, because we can go in and we can optimize it. There's no postings on here, so on so forth, which definitely is hurting your rankings. Now, the last thing that I want to go over is the organic section, which directly deals with your website. Now, this area, in order to get ranked in this area, it requires having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. So again, just like how I said, some people come here, some people come here. If you're in every single one of these spots, you have all those bases covered. That way, when somebody comes to Google, you have the chance to be chosen that much more. So in this last area here, basically, in order to get you in this area, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. Now, how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, the UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This number goes all the way up to 100. Your site is currently rated an 11. That is not too bad, honestly. Our sites are a lot higher than that, but seeing where your guys' stats are and how they're not doing too well, an 11 is not a bad start. Now you guys have 234 backlinks, but the rating of them, that's what this DR here is, it's only a 3. This number also goes up to a 100. That tells me the backlinks that you guys do have are spammy, they're weak, they're not relevant, and they could be hurting your rankings. That's why I said earlier, we want the most effective backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now, because of all of this, you're currently not getting any traffic to your website. You're not being found for any keywords, and that's obviously a problem because that means that you are not making any money from this website here as of right now. So if we come over and take a look at your competitor that I was showing you earlier, you can see they have a UR of a 9. Their DR is only a 1. But look at what they're being found for. They're being found for 70 keywords, and they're getting 164 people to their website each and every month. On top of, social media, word of mouth, so on and so forth. That's 164 people that you guys are currently missing out on. Now, to show you exactly where they're getting that business from, these are the keywords that people are typing in Google each and every month that I was talking about earlier. 200 people are going in Google typing roofing Rochester MN, and 67 of them are directly going to their site. That's all business you could be getting. Now, it's not as easy as having these keywords in your content. We need to add power to these keywords. That way they gain positions. 1 through 10 is the first page, which is where you want to be. There is so much potential for your area, though. 20 people searching roof repair Rochester MN. Roofing contractors, 50, 40, 70, you see it, you get the point, and you get the idea. Not to mention, this is one of your competitors. If I go to Google and I type any other services you offer in any other area, you now have different competitors, which I'm showing you right now. So if we show you some more of your competition, this is another one of your competitors that you're missing out on. 281. To show you another, 171. That's just 3 people that I've shown you right there, but that's a lot of business you're missing out on. Now to show you some of the websites that we've built, just so you can get an idea. This is a Stone Creek business that we actually just got done creating. Just completely customized and catered websites. You do it once and never have to do it again. You just continuously add to it as you and your business grow. They're built from the start correctly down to what they're built on, and they're built to rank, and they're built to bring business. To show you one more, we got the click to call phone number, we got the form submission, we got all the services, all the service locations, all the different content with all the different keywords strategically placed throughout. We have the social media ads that cycle through that I post each and every week. Again, just absolutely beautiful websites. Now, speaking of your guys' website, you guys don't have a bad looking website. I actually love this header here. It's just missing the guts of it. There's just not much there. So, it could definitely use a little bit of improving, but that's all I have for you right now, Tim. You see what you're currently getting versus what you could be getting just based on 3 of your competitors. So reach out. I'd love to talk some more, and we can take it from there. All right, Tim, have a great one. Bye, guys.